This is phase 4, Bloemfontein, Ward 46. The water has been running like this for many years, and people are still staying in this area where you can see those who pass there. They are just used to that other group that you see there are the people that are going to be put there on this new stand. And it has been so many years that people have been crying for being put in the right places. Now that elections are nearer, they are trying to do something, but they are not doing anything about the sewages that you see in this area. And the dumping sites that you see, you can see this is the area. This is phase 4, this is a street. For many years, this place has been this way. It's been so many years. And our people, when you ask them to say something, they are afraid to talk. So this is the whole thing. You can see we're going to meet the councillor of this ward and hear what has been the challenge. You can hear the old man is saying this place. So le wela ka metsi ndadi.
Batla o tsabe thaka ke mo.
O ke mo.
Ke batla o tlo sheba fela. A matha sa mari. O metsi tsela wa bona ntse etsa bang ka. Ke etsa bang ka hona.
All right. Ke dilemo tse kae ho nje?
Papa. Ya khala ke le mo sa boraro se.
Le mo sa boraro.
Wa bona mokhukhu o benyang o. Ona le metsi mono ka morao na so ma tswang teng. Ona le pipe tse kgolo e nngwe na ba e kwale mo. E man di blue pipe tse. Ke metsi a sekolo a.
All right. So ana
kopana le ya.
Ana ke sewage.
Ya. Ya na le tamolano, wa tamolano.
Oh, sewage ena ke ane ba e buletse ma.
Ke pa.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So empa le kile la ka la bua le councillor kapa di ward committee.
Ntate councillor ka ya ho nna ko. Go shebe fela ka hona ka.
Okay, hare.
Ntate amna duwa papa. Ene ke yona hape a kenya batho. Ho ntso le metsi.
Aba lokile. Ha ona tshebedisano mo pakeng tsa le kore a masepala re ka wela re ke masepala kaofela bane tlamile ntho tseo ba di buisane ba di tsebile kaofela. Wena o dula mo?
Nna ke dula.
Metsi a o tshwenya.
Ha o me. Ha o me ba.
That is why o haileng le botale.
That's why ke haileng le botale. Ene o tse ba chikile deep. Mar still o le jwalo. Ka fumana ho ntso le.
Kore okay, ha re reporte ka mo. Foundation ya hao e ntse le deep mona mare ho dula o ntso le tlam ka hare ka.
Dula o ntso le tlam ka hare ba.
La bona le lona ba bui mo lapeng hore sebaka sena se jwa.
Ya pa.
Ene e kositse tšhelete e ngata foundation ena le tsela ya hore itshireletse sebakeng sena. Ha le sheba hona pela hae mona bona metsi ana ke mo a leng teng. Ke metsi a hlwekileng a kopanang le metsi a di sewage. ke metsi ya sewage le metsi a hlwekileng.
Tanki papa. Ke ana mahlante, wa bona mahlante.
Okay, mona re ke ye re lo shoota mo le batho ba bone. Jwale ntate ha e baneng o no ka thwe phapang e be teng, o no lakatsa hore ho etsweng kore ha o ka thwe o fuwa motsotso kapa o fuwa sebaka sa hore o lakatsa mona phase 4 phapang e be feng, ho etswe phapang e feng tabeng ya ditshebeletso. Le ka bona le lona ba mamedi ke metsi yana a skono a tswa mona a phunyeile ho tswa piping e itseng.
Ke mo tse tharo ho le tjena ne re lakaditse fela ha ba ka ba kwala pipe ena, ha ba qeta ho kwala pipe ena ho ka lokiswa tsela tse dikoloi ya di sa tsamaya mona pa bona tlase mola ho tloha moo tlase
ke yane metsi yana mo a leng teng ke a mme re a bona hore ha e sa le ho dutswe fela kona batho ba qhomang ba matha o etsetsa hore batho ba bone ba sebetsa jwale lona le baahi na le reng ka taba tse kaofela
kore jwale rona ka re le baahi se re mmuso mo wa rona ha re bone tswelopele ka mona ha o a bo dikgetho
kona ba matha
ene ntho e se di dilemo ha o a dikgetho ho botho ho tla etswa tjena mare ka mora moo ha o qeta ho kgetha ha o na ntho e etsahala jwale mmuso ona o nona ha
ba mamedi taba tsena di etswa lona le ka nka qeto re tlo nka taba tsena le ya di bona ke tsena mme re kopa ba ikarabellang ditabeng tsena ba ka tla Mohaladitwe Radio, Mohaladitwe TV hobane ke a tseba hore dintho di mamelwa ha di se di hlaha bo televisioneng bo radio tse ding tsa dintho o fumana hore kgale batho ba ntse ba lla ka tsona mme ke be teng ditabeng tsena kapa karolong ena ke bone ha batho ba ntse ba lla ka dintho tse ngata empa re tshepe hore re tla bona hore na nko e tla tswa le mina kgetlong lena kapa jwang.
Ke nnete ngwana mme
a re tshware moo
ha re tshware mo ntate wa
tanke
wa ka bare wa bona ka mahlo
ke paki
ho wena paki e kgolo e ka nkang dintho tsena hape ya di isa ho ba bang ba baholo a re phelang le bona ka mona ho ke ma councillor ka nnete ha re bone tswele pele ho bona.
It is in town next to Vodacom Stadium. Look at these things. Lack of service delivery. Wa bona ha ona tshebetso le ka nkane di-plastic tseo ke tsane ka mane le ka mona ke tsena ke toropong. Here it was what was called the swimming pool in Bloemfontein. And before 1994, this place was very beautiful. You can see how it look or how it looks today. Ke ka moo e bonahalang e le ka teng sebaka sena se neng se e le swimming pool, karolo ya swimming pool. lack of service delivery. Tsamona Lemani, Mohaladitwe TV. Why they don't build a clinic for our people? It's been so many years that our people are getting this kind of service. What have we done, God, that our own people are doing this to us after 30 years of democracy? We are here in Bloemfontein next to universities. So the DA is also trying to help people to register. We are having the councillor who will be standing for this ward, and my brother who's also on the side for the youth. So you can greet the listeners and tell them your name.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tjaart van Der Walt, or Tlhalefo. I'm the ward councillor for Ward 23 in Mangaung. That's Universitas and Park West and Universitas Reach. Yes.
Hey, my brother.
Hi everyone, I am Tlhalefo Motlhale, acting chairperson for the Democratic Alliance Student Organization at the University of the Free State.
Wonderful. I would like to start with the youth. Normally, the protocol, you start with the youth and then you end it with the main person. So can you tell us what are you doing in the university?
So as
the chairperson, your influence.
In the university, we are a student organization that helps students with any issues that they might be facing. It could be registration, could be finances. However we can help, we try our best to assist them and make sure that no student is left behind. Make sure that all students are able to get equal access to the university space and they have an impact in their upcoming futures.
So can you tell me, as young as you are, what make you to be part of DA? Yet other people are saying a lot of things. What have you seen different?
The truth is, in the DA, everyone is welcomed. Not only is everyone welcomed, but it is the only party that I believe can actually help us make the country a better place for the upcoming generations. For years and years, the African National Congress has been there, but they haven't really done anything for our people. Democratic Alliance future not only for us as young people but for every single person.
So what will you say to a young person who is out there in the location or somewhere about the whole thing?
And that way to le di rumors tsa hore DA ha e ka tsena molaong e go tlisa apartheid gape ntonyana tse yalo. Those things, it's only that rumors, which is lies. The truth is the Democratic Alliance is the future. All young people who are out there must know the Democratic Alliance are in a space where they can save their country from where it is. If you look at the Western Cape, we have a proven track record of 300,000 jobs were created in the past year alone. That's a massive booming. That's a massive good thing for not only for the province of the Western Cape but for the country. Now imagine if the Democratic Alliance was in charge of the entire country. A lot of jobs can be created, economy can grow. There's a lot of positive things that come with the Democratic Alliance, not just the corruption that the ANC is best known for.
We come to the main person. We want to hear Ndadeyo, what have you done in this area? What are you and the community of this area have done? All those things.
Okay, yeah. Service delivery in Mangaung is a massive challenge, as everyone will know. And it's been getting worse and worse. I've been a councillor since 2014. I was first working in Batu or sports, and then in 2016 I was elected as ward councillor here. The problems everywhere have just been getting bigger, and unfortunately we know it's because of the wrongful decisions and wrongful appointments of people by the current governing party. Although we a lot of times in council will advise them that they are making the wrong decision, that there's better ways to do things. They have a majority and they simply continue to push it through. So before I mention a few examples here from the community, I just want to say that's why we are here, to help people to register so that they can vote DA, so that we can rescue South Africa. We have a massive chance at the moment. The national polling is showing that the ANC is consistently, and even their own polling has shown that they are consistently below 50%, which means it can be the first time that in the national elections we can bring the ANC below 50%. They've polled even as low as 39% in some of the polls, and recently the DA polled, and the multi-party charter that we've put together has polled at 32% nationally, which means that we were just 7% behind the ANC. No, it's the DA that was just 7% behind the ANC recently, I think in November. So it is possible, if we register enough people and people go out to vote for the DA, to bring change to South Africa, to bring change to the Free State in this provincial election, and to Mangaung. And it's also possible in other provinces, if people are not aware. In Gauteng and in KwaZulu-Natal, the ANC is very low, and we are looking to bring a new government to KwaZulu-Natal and to Gauteng, which already just of those two provinces, it will mean that we will be governing, like in the Western Cape, in the majority of the areas. More than 50% of the economic activity of South Africa comes from those three provinces. So we will be able to create an environment like we have done in the Western Cape, continue in the Western Cape, but create environments that are conducive for business, where we as a government provide the basic services that are needed for businesses to function, for people to be able to live their lives. We can create that in provinces like Natal, Gauteng, and even in the Free State. That is a real possibility if people register and they go out to vote.
So recently you talk about the cutting of grass and other stuff. Can you also take us through what have been happening in Bloemfontein, especially in this area?
Yeah, as I mentioned, we have problems, more than enough problems. So as a councillor, I had the situation that we were continuously fighting for grass to be cut, for the road markings to be painted, for street names to be put up, for potholes to be fixed, all those kind of basic problems that every community wants the government to resolve, and that people are paying taxes for the government to resolve. However, very little was being done, and it progressively got worse and worse as time went on. So at the time I realized we are sitting with parks that have grass growing up to here. Just the park just close by here, Dreyer Park, and a lot of the other parks, but Dreyer Park has play equipment. At the time you couldn't even see above the play equipment. You couldn't see the play equipment because the grass was growing too high. So we partnered, we encouraged the community to start a neighborhood association, to get actively involved, to work together. I came out together with community members. We started cutting grass together with my fellow councillor in Universitas. And we started showing the community that if Mangaung is not going to do it, we have to jump out and do it ourselves, because we don't want to live in a community with grass this high where there might be snakes. There's pedestrians who need to use that area. So yeah, we started cutting grass on Saturday mornings and even in the week. We started even hiring people, to companies, small businesses, to come and cut the grass together with us. And then, as I told you recently, Saturday, while the registrations were ongoing, the neighborhood association in this area, Mr. Johan Kurtzen, he started a friends group for Paul Creer Avenue, which is one of the main roads in Universitas. It's a double road that a lot of people used to pass through, and all the residents pass through. So they have the Friends of Northern Paul Kruger that goes past Universitas Hospital, where there's also a lot of patients from all over the Free State coming there. They collected money from the businesses, from the residents, and a lot of people who are interested. The church is involved there, and all of them together got a quotation, and they hired Anchor of Hopes, a non-profit company that are employing unemployed people, and they on Saturday cut the grass that was starting to get long again on Northern Paul Kruger Avenue. So those kind of things happen all the time. People drive through Universitas, and you'll have some people saying, no, why is the municipality cutting the grass in Universitas but not in Sports? But then they don't know it's not the municipality cutting the grass most of the time. Here and there the municipality will come and cut grass. But most of the time it's the residents and the businesses that are coming together, and they are doing it themselves. Even the DA sometimes come and we cut grass and clean up, pick up the trash. And even the University of the Free State have started to cut the grass in an open space behind here at Groenewoud Street, behind the archive. If you want to look later, you can show the grass just left of us on the sidewalk in Arend Street. There's long grass there, so we still have to mobilize the community and get that grass cut. And if you pan to your right very far there's a median of President Paul Kruger Avenue. So people will see the grass is now very neatly cut there. So at the end of the day, we say that we as communities cannot just sit back and watch the municipality allow our communities to go backwards. We need to also see how we can intervene to make our communities safe, clean, livable and marketable, as the neighborhood association says. We need to work together, and that's one of the big visions. If I can leave you with that, I don't know how much time is left. One of the big points that the DA makes is that government has gone so far down that even if we win and we can govern the Free State, which we hope we can do with the help of residents who register and vote, we will need the help of society. We will need to partner with civil society, with NGOs, NPOs, community-based organizations, businesses, residents. Everybody will need to partner together in order to start improving our communities. And even in places where we do govern, especially when we just take over, when there's no money, all the money has been stolen, there's no resources, there's no capacity, there's maybe no will at a lot of the managers. Before we can start getting those things correctly, we immediately need to partner with the community so that we can work together to save our communities and to stop the decay and to save the future for little guys like these.
This is some of the lack of service delivery that we get to see in the Mangaung municipality. There's some of this is the uncut grass. As you can see, right here is the Universitas Hospital, but even inside of the hospital, there is no maintenance. There's nothing happening. The buildings are decaying. The grass is decaying, and this is an area where a lot of students are actually passing. A lot of criminal activities happen here. There are potholes. there's just problems after problems. And unfortunately, this is what we are left with in the Mangaung municipality. This is part of the areas in which the communities have taken up arms. This is part of the area in which the community members have gathered together, put their arms together, and decided to take matters into their own hands because the municipality is failing them. As you can see in this area, the grass is cut. It's quite a busy area, but the community decided to make sure that service delivery, they'll do it themselves because the municipality is not doing anything. As you can see towards the sides there, it's quite a beautiful area that the community makes sure that it is representable for the most part, because unfortunately the municipal is failing to make basic service delivery.
Jwale ha o so e bua ka puo ya rona o so re batla hore motho a na locationeng le yena a utlwe o ko ba bolelle motho mo nana hore ke batho ba masepala ba etsa mosebetsi ona o go ipeta ka Sesotho
ntate wa ka ha se batho ba masepala ba etsa mosebetsi ona o bona mona na ke batho ba dulang mo community ena ya universities ba itlile ba kopanya matsogo ba itshetsa ditšhelete ba bua le mo councillor ba bua le di-company tse mmalwa hore ba tle ba iketsetse mesebetsi ena o e bona mona nang kaofela e ka ba go phutha matlakala e ka ba go kuta bojanja e ka ba lo petšha sekontiri ka boshone ntate wa ka batho ba disaitile gore ba nkele dineo matsogong gobane masepala ga o batle go ba etsetsa mesebetsi e tshwantse ba e etse.
Jwale le councillor le ka mona ke lefe le ntseng le mobilize ntho tseo?
Le councillor le ka mona ke le councillor la DA wa tena re bitsa 123 ntate wa ka e ka tlasa ga DA yone o sale a kena o tloga ka 2016 ke ene sala tshwere community ena ya universities.
Re a leboha ntate. O ka reng fela go batho a ka mantswe a wa o qetela?
Ke tla rata wa karetsa batho gore ha ba sa register go lo vouta ba tswe ntate wa ka ba kope thuso rona re tla ba thusa go register go vouta hore ba tle ba kgone ho etsa dikgetho tse lokileng. Ke tshepa gore mokgatlo wa rona ke one ela mokgatlo o nang le matla a utlisa phetogo e tlhokagalang gatsitsi mo lefatsheng lena la rona la Freistata.
The ANC councillor did not want to comment on the matter, so he said he will give us the person who's responsible for media of their party. So since we waited, the one who's responsible for media on the time of recording or putting this on media, we have been waiting for more than 2 months, waiting for them to come back to us up until Mohaladitwe TV and the team decided to put this on air. Like and subscribe with Mohaladitwe Broadcasting. We thank you.